Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I wanted to go through what are the top 5 bullion coins, silver coins to get from the Perth Mint, because there's just so much variety that comes out of the Perth Mint. Feels like every couple of weeks or so there's a different style of coin coming out. So I thought if you were a new investor and you're not sure which are the best series to stick to, which ones are probably going to give you the better premium over top in the long term, these are the kind of ones to collect, because I've been looking out for myself. If I had to cut down on some of the coins I was buying over the year and only get a certain 5 series that comes out every year, which are the ones for me to get? So I thought I'd go through it, and as you can see, there's definitely a good list of styles, and different years have different designs, which is what I love about the Perth Mint. And the quality, as you can see, is just absolutely spot on. So let's start with number 5 as a collectible one, and this is the Brumby. So this one here, it's a kind of a newish series, but I've noticed that the coins from the past years are still holding a reasonable value, and if not increasing in good value. So this is the 2024 Brumby, and as you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful with the lightning on the kind of desert plain. So you're looking, the very first one came out in 2020, and it's around $100 odd on the secondary market, so it's definitely got a pretty good secondary return. And these are only minted to 25,000, so a nice little low mintage. Definitely like that, like the coin, and like I said, the series is not too old yet, so it's something that it's easy to get into. But for me, that's number 5, and I'll definitely be carrying on with my Brumby collection moving forward. The next one at number 4 is this one. So this is another one that's a beautiful one that comes out. Also love the coloured version of these that come out every year. This one in the coloured version absolutely pops. So this one here, another one that's got 25,000 from a mintage point of view. First started in 2017, and you're looking at around $170 for the very first year one to get there. But this one is definitely a nice little one to get. Roughly, these are $75 already on the secondary market for 2023 ones. So they already, after a year, start to get a little bit of a value. So definitely the Silver Swan is for me an easy number 4. Chuck in the comments below if you have any other opinions around that. So number 3 that has a good worldwide following and seems to be a pretty cool one is the wedge-tailed eagle. So this one here is another one that seems to have a really nice following worldwide, which does add its collectability to that one. So a high mintage of 50,000 of these, but they do still sell out pretty quickly, and a lot of these get sent over to America, so they're quite harder to obtain in Australia from a collecting point of view. I think we all know that Americans love their eagles and coins and eagles, and having one that comes out every year with a different design definitely helps with that. So as you can see here, this is the 10-year anniversary. So the first one being 2014, and you're looking around $165 on the secondary market for the very first one. So definitely it's 3 times the value of the silver current value at the moment. So definitely another nice one, and I love the designs of these. So especially this one does look pretty mighty, so I think that'll be a pretty cool one to get. So the next 2 are going to be pretty obvious for most bullion collectors, but if you're new in the markets, these are probably by far what the Perth Mint is known for, and it is what is most collectible. So we'll start with the kookaburra. These are the ones that definitely get a good value. So very high mintage, probably the highest from a silver point of view within the Perth Mint. So you're looking around 500,000 mintage on these ones. And as you can see, I've been collecting these for a little while, and I've got all sorts of different kookaburras. This one's quite a famous one, especially if you watch Bullion now, where they always question, have you ever seen a kookaburra on a bird bath? It's something that you don't naturally see within the Australian landscape. But nonetheless, they're pretty cool, and I love these designs. So they change them up every year. I've loved the way they've started doing the kookaburra design there. It looks really cool. So definitely love the kookaburras. This is the very first original one that came out from 1990. As you can see here, this was only 3 nines fine silver, not 4 nines, as we've come to used to, and definitely it was a $5 denomination, not a $1 denomination that we have now. So you can see the quality difference from that one to these ones. Vast quality difference to what we used to. I'll get one with King Charles on it, and you can see the difference there, the way they do the frosting and the obverse there. It looks very different, and the quality is definitely improved over the Perth Mint. But you can see this is one of the longest going series, especially for the silver coins. So the Lunar series didn't start until 1999, so this is the longest silver series that we've had in the Perth Mint. So this one has a very high mintage, so you're only looking at $65 for this one, for the very, very first one, but there are definitely some rarer years to get. But the Kookaburra is definitely a classic, and as you can see, they come out in all sorts of different special editions as well. So we've got this one, which they normally do for the World Money Fair. They do a coloured version of that, and this one 2024. And the difference with this one is quite unique, where this is the same coin, as you can see here, but we've got two different effigies on this one. So I think this one makes it even slightly more unique, that we've got a Queen Elizabeth one with a 2024, where the one that came out was a different effigy. So definitely pretty cool, but you do get those, and these can definitely add a lot of value. And you also see often in the Australian money shows, sometimes they come out with one. So this is for 2023. They had one with a special privy mark on it, which is pretty cool. And again, I had this one signed by the actual designer, Wade, which is pretty cool. It adds a little bit of a collectability on that one as well. And as you can see, a mintage of only 2000 for these. So they definitely can be quite collectible. And then number one, definitely the one that Perth Mint is world famous for, is your Lunar series. This is the one that if you're going to get only one a year, I would be getting definitely the Lunar series. So you can see here, this is the 2025 year of the snake, and just look at the details. So Wade made these, or designed these I should say, and they absolutely look amazing. And they've got the year of the dragon. As you can see, I've been collecting all the different years that have come out as part of the series 3, so they're really, really cool, and I love these designs and the way they've popped out so far. So this is the third year that they've been doing these, but they never started off in silver. So they the very first silver was the 1999 year of the rabbit, so the very first one wasn't in silver, but I think they did definitely since the series 2 they've been making it in silver, and have become quite collectible. And they've got a lower mintage of only 300,000, which sounds pretty high, but they do sell out. So especially the year, these two here, the year of the tiger and the year of the dragon. The year of the dragon and the year of the tiger are by far the most collectible 2 years to get out of them. So definitely happy to have those. And they also come out with a special privy mark on it as well. So you can get some different type of privy marks. You can see here, this one's got like a little dragon there. You can see this one's also got a dragon. So I've been collecting the ones with the privy marks on as well, which add a little bit more collectability. So these are obviously a lower mintage. So definitely, if you want to also get something like these, the ones with the little privy marks on it, it's another great series to be collecting as well. So I thought I'd chuck in a special mention. It's another one that seems to be quite a high mintage, but definitely can hold a pretty good collectible return, is this one here, the Super Pit, which is a very random one. It's not an animal based one, but this is where the pit in Perth, Kalgoorlie, which is where they actually dig up all the gold that's used in the Perth Mint. So 100,000 mintage of these, and the very first one in 2019 holds around $150 return. So it's a pretty good one to get, and it's kind of a little sleeper of a series. It gets very hard for them because there's only so many different images you can make of a pit, so I'm not sure how long this series is going to continue for, because every year I just wonder how they're actually going to add to it. But the Super Pit is another one that people do like to collect, so I put that as a special mention to keep an eye out for that. But you've also got other ones that I didn't call out, is the Wombat. This one's the Myths and Legends, which is another cool one to get. What's another one? So Emus is another cool one to get. The Quokka, that's a personal favourite for me. I love quokkas, so definitely happy to have the quokkas in there as another cool one to get. And the koala. So the koala is something that a lot of people would think would be in the top 5, but they don't seem to be holding as much value on return. But I still get them, and I still think they're pretty cool, but they're definitely, for me, I've seen the returns on them over the years don't seem to hold that. I don't know if that has as much worldwide following as some of those other ones I've just mentioned, and I think that's where the more collectability is that worldwide following that adds to it as well. So chuck in the comments below, what are your favorites from the Perth Mint? Do you have a top 5 series that you like to collect out of the Perth Mint, and specifically for silver coins? And what's your experience with the Perth Mint silver coin collecting? And if you're not yet subscribed to Dan the Collecting Man, I've got a lot of cool content coming up, and I'm going to be definitely doing a review on all the 2025 silver coins coming out of the Perth Mint. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.